Have you ever wondered about the specific attributes that elderly people who enjoy solitude have? If you value your alone time or are curious about others' strengths, this video is for you. We'll be delving into 9 wonderful traits that make these people truly special. Number 1. Profound self-awareness. One of the most obvious qualities of elderly people who value their own company is their profound self-awareness. These people have spent years reflecting on their lives, evaluating their strengths and weaknesses, and creating an intense sense of who they are. This self-awareness transforms into a calm confidence that emanates from inside. They do not need external validation to know their value. For example, I remember meeting Margaret, a 72-year-old retired nurse, who shared how her alone time enabled her to dive into her thoughts and dreams. She talked about how meditation helped her explore depths of her personality that she had no idea existed. Her calm presence was deeply inspiring. Number 2. Unwavering independence. Elderly people who enjoy being alone usually showcase an outstanding level of independence. They have learned to depend on themselves, handle their own problems, and make decisions without having continual input from other people. This independence promotes a sense of strength and flexibility, which makes them well prepared to handle challenges in life. My friend Steve, a widower in his late 60s, is a shining example. Steve enjoys his solitude but is also fiercely independent. He takes care of his home, manages his finances, and occasionally goes on solitary travel adventures. His experiences of visiting new places on his own are both fascinating and inspiring. Number 3. Creative spirit. Solitude is often accompanied by creativity. Many elderly people who enjoy their own company are highly creative, finding happiness in activities such as artwork, reading or written form, or gardening. Their alone time gives an ideal environment for their creative juices to thrive, leading to wonderful works of art and inspiring projects. Take Elizabeth, for example, an 80-year-old artist who finds immense pleasure in painting. Her house is decorated with her lively artwork, each piece reflecting part of her soul. Elizabeth once told me that her most significant and engaging pieces were made during her quiet moments alone. Number 4. Rich inner life. Elderly people who enjoy solitude usually have a rich inner life. They engage in creative thinking, introspection, and meditation, which allows them to develop sophisticated understandings of the world around them. This rich inner life can make communicating with them immensely intriguing, as they bring perspectives and understandings to the table. I always see Sarah, an 85-year-old retired librarian who enjoys her alone time. Sarah's book collection is vast, and she has a story or an understanding for actually every book she has. Her conversations are full of knowledge and depth, which makes every visit a learning experience for me. Sarah's capability to connect literature with real-life experience makes her a wonderful conversationalist, and her rich inner life is a treasure trove of knowledge and wisdom. Number 5. Emotional resilience. Elderly people who value solitude are likely to have immense emotional resilience. They have learned how to manage their emotions independently, discovering appropriate ways to deal with anxiety, depression, and loneliness. This emotional resilience is a testimony to their capacity to navigate life's challenges with grace and dignity. My friend Bob, a 75-year-old war veteran, incorporates emotional resilience. After losing his spouse, he found comfort in nature, spending hours hiking and meditating. His capability to find peace within himself during such a difficult situation is a testimony to his inner resilience. Number 6. Gratitude and contentment. Solitude can contribute to a deep sense of gratitude and fulfillment. Elderly people who value their own company normally appreciate the simple things in life. They always find happiness in a beautiful sunset, a good book, or a cup of coffee. This gratitude for life's small pleasures brings an atmosphere of fulfillment that is truly wonderful. I'll never forget my conversation with Diana, a retired doctor in her late 70s. She talked about how she finds great pleasure in her daily morning strolls, listening to the birds and watching the world wake up. Her appreciation for these simple moments is a powerful reminder of the strength of mindfulness. Diana's capacity to find pleasure in the present moment has inspired me to slow down and appreciate the wonderful things around me, creating a deeper sense of fulfillment in my own life. Number 7. Empathy and compassion. Many elderly people who appreciate solitude are highly empathetic and caring. Their time alone has enabled them to reflect on what they have experienced and develop a profound understanding of human emotions. This empathy makes them excellent listeners and compassionate friends. Elena, an 82-year-old former social worker, is one of the most caring people I know. Her quiet attitude hides a heart filled with empathy. Elena spends her days assisting at a local shelter, lending a listening ear and an encouraging word to those in need. Her compassion has touched many individuals. Elena's capacity to connect with others on an emotional level has made her an honored figure in the community at large. Indeed, solitude can strengthen one's capacity for compassion. Number 8. Strong sense of boundaries. Another special attribute of elderly people who enjoy their own company is their profound sense of boundaries. They have learned the significance of establishing and maintaining personal boundaries to preserve their peace and well-being. The capacity to say no and prioritize their needs helps them have a more balanced and meaningful life. I remember my Aunt Jennifer, who at 73 mastered the skill of setting boundaries. She never hesitates to turn down invitations when she needs her alone time, and she does so with elegance and without guilt. Jennifer's capacity to respect her own needs has taught me a lot about the value of self-care. Her firm yet gentle attitude regarding boundaries has also allowed her to preserve her well-being while establishing significant relationships. Number 9. Heightened appreciation for relationships. Contrary to misconceptions that people who enjoy solitude are antisocial, elderly people who value their alone time mostly have a deeper appreciation for their relationships. They focus on quality over quantity and invest immensely in the connections they have. Furthermore, their time alone helps them recharge, which makes their interactions with other people more significant and fulfilling. My Uncle John is an outstanding example of this. At 78, he enjoys his peaceful evenings at home, but also values his close-knit group of friends. Whenever he spends time with them, he is fully present and engaged, which makes those moments immensely valuable. His ability to balance alone time and social interaction is highly admirable. If you're someone who appreciates solitude or knows someone who does, celebrate these outstanding attributes. Elderly people who appreciate solitude are extremely special and bring an abundance of insight, creativity, and emotional strength to the world. Appreciate your uniqueness, value your alone time, and understand that your attributes are not only wonderful but also tremendously inspiring. Remember, dear viewer, solitude is not all about loneliness. It's about finding tranquility within yourself and appreciating the serenity of your own company. So the next time you find yourself enjoying a peaceful moment alone, take a moment to reflect on these outstanding attributes and celebrate who you are.